Growing up in Lagerwald was very interesting. I discovered skateboarding and things with my friends at an early age when I was around 6 years old. As I got older, say I was around 12, 13, puberty started hitting and things, and I started noticing the world a bit differently. Lagerwald became a lot more boring for me. So I started smoking cannabis with two of my good friends. We'd be going through like a gram a week and stuff, which is not that much at all. And then as it progressed, I started smoking cannabis more and more frequently, not really aware of the consequences that it had on me. Cannabis was a main thing for me for around 2 or 3 years, but as anyone who's been an ex-addict before, you'll know that you're looking for something else to kind of amplify how you're feeling. Yeah, MDMA, as I said, really skyrocketed the problem for me. I heard that you should only use it once every 3 months, so I would be doing it once every 3 months at first. Then I heard on some reports that you can be doing it once every month, the once per month rule or something stupid like that, minimum. So I started doing it once per month then. And then as things escalated, I thought, well, it wouldn't harm too much if I was to do it twice in a month. And then, as you know, if you've heard anything about drug stories at all, or drug addicts, you'll know that it can become a quick problem, and you'll be doing it more and more to the point where you're doing it almost like once or twice per week. In fact, I can remember one time where I'd just be sitting in my home without my friends, taking it 3 times in a row, like a ridiculous amount. And so I came across another drug called ketamine. I was searching up on ketamine, and I had heard that it can help with post-traumatic stress disorder, and I don't think I actually ever had post-traumatic stress disorder, but I used that as an excuse. It really numbs your body and it removes all anxiety, so that's why I started indulging in ketamine almost every day for like a period of 3 months. They did. They knew about my cannabis use, or they were suspicious of it. The first time my parents ever caught me smoking weed was actually in this shed. My mate was sitting over here, and I was over at the other end of the shed, and I was just smoking a bong. My mum came in, and she was just like horrified over it. She always known that I'd been interested in cannabis, but I never actually told her about how I'd done it. I remember very clearly it was a rainy day in Tyree. I was doing a surf lesson, and actually I refused to take the surf lesson. The guy wanted a surf lesson, and I refused to take it because I thought he was out to get me. And then I called my parents. I was just freaking out. I was saying, Mum, there's thunder and lightning. If there's thunder and lightning, it means they're out to get me. My mum was trying to calm me down, and then she ended up calling the doctors because she didn't, and she's completely against convention, but she thought I was in such a state that I needed some sort of help. They sent me home from Tyree. They said I was not fit to work there, and I was really close to being in a mental institute. I got sent to my local GP back home in St Andrews when I left Tyree. Then I got prescribed Valium. I told them everything about that drugs are pretty much what's doing this for me. I don't think that Valium will help. But then, stupidly, since I'm an addict, I've begun to think that this could be another opportunity for me to get high on something else. Like, I'm chasing something that isn't really there. All that was left is it was actually just feeding the problem more. I was becoming consciously aware that these drugs were doing nothing but bad for me now. What was once good was nothing. It was eroding. It was completely dying. It was just going away. So all that was left with was me and my feelings, and the realization that I can do nothing but accept my feelings for how they are. And I had the potential to change how I was feeling into something positive and do good in the world, rather than use drugs, because all I really wanted in the end was to feel good about life. New Zealand was where my life really started to turn around. I remember once I was taking a surf lesson, and I came across this guy who looked like he was in need of serious help. So I went out to paddled and try and got him into shore, and I got him out clean in one go, which was a really big achievement. That was a really empowering moment for me, because before I didn't feel like I didn't have a lot of confidence, but this really did boost my confidence this moment, and I was incredibly thankful to save this man's life, and he was incredibly thankful as well. And that's what really gave me a huge confidence boost and a huge willingness to do more good in the world, if it's just a small thing. I mean, this wasn't a small thing because I saved his life. So I don't like showing off. I'm fucking amazing. Empowerment, motherfuckers. I'm joking.